Let me make sure that the volume is up. Let me get my microphone ready. And here we have James Golden from 9 June 2020 at a school board meeting speaking to the public with a mask and gloves on. Here we go.
Racism. Let me explain something so that we'll be very, very clear going forward from here. America is a racist society. That's what it is. And the people.
I think that's enough. You disqualify yourself. Well, I don't know if you heard that. I tried to get up as loud as I could, but he says, America is a racist society. It's a racist society. That's what it is. And later on in that little clip, he says, and it's been that way for 400 years. You know, we can disagree on high taxes, low taxes, big social programs, small social programs, big government, small government. But when you say something like that in a public forum as a public elected official, especially so that all the children of the Manatee County school system can hear it, I personally think on a moral and political level, you disqualify yourself from holding public office. So, all right. And much luck for it.
You're telling me you're opposed to racism? Let me explain something so that we'll be very, very clear going forward from here. America is a racist society. That's what it is. And the people who perpetuate that are of two kinds. White racists who believe that I am inferior to them, and white supremacists who believe that they are superior to me, and they are not the same thing. That's not the same thing. And one does not excuse the other. They both impact people of color in this country in a negative way across the board. Not only in education, not only in public, not only in criminal reform, not only in economic development, not only in housing, not only in opportunity, but throughout this land. And it has been that way for 400 years. So no, it didn't start with a black man having his breath taken out of his body by a rogue police officer who was the training officer for those other three officers. No, it didn't start there. But what started there was the way back. I'm happy that we've had all of this conversation and all of this dialogue. But if you really mean it, do something that you can do. Get out of your comfort zone. Get away from your platitudes and get away from this idea that all we got to do is talk about it and it'll make a difference. It won't.
I want to make sure that I answer the question as it relates to critical race theory,
yes,
and not Caucasian replacement theory. Both of them have the CRT initials. And quite candidly, as a matter of public education, I think about the same thing for both of them. They're non-issues. We've never taught critical race theory in public schools anywhere in Florida, let alone in Manatee County. And I think that these are just kinds of dog whistle phrases that are used to keep us divided and keep us separated and keep our attention away from what we really need to be addressing, and that is the reading scores that we talked about earlier, and how to stop having the bus kids halfway across the county just to meet the needs of some arbitrary demographic composition of certain library books. I will simply say that I will support the banning of certain library books as soon as I hear somebody say that they want to support the banning of Huckleberry Finn in our libraries. Huckleberry Finn was written by Samuel Clemens under his nom de plume Mark Twain, and it is replete with references to the N-word. So as soon as I hear somebody say, let's ban that book because of that, then I'll talk about banning other